The words hit the air like thrown glass, sharp and public. We were at the annual company dinner, the noise a dull roar around us. She leaned in, eyes blazing with a manufactured rage meant for performance. "Stop acting like you own me! You don't get a say in where I go or who I'm with!" The table fell silent. Colleagues paused mid-chew, mid-laugh, their faces turning towards our sudden drama. I saw the flash of satisfaction in her eyes. She wanted a scene. She wanted control. My hands, resting on the tablecloth, did not move. My heart, however, executed a single, silent flip, not of pain, but of cold, perfect clarity. This wasn't about the argument we were having. This was about something else entirely, something hidden. The room waited, anticipating my explosive, humiliated response. A low, nervous chuckle went through the crowd. I met her gaze, held it, and let a slow, utterly serene smile form on my face. "You're absolutely right," I said, my voice a quiet, flat monotone that sliced through the tension. I paused, letting the silence stretch, letting her confidence inflate. "We're not married." The room inhaled, a collective gasp. Her face flushed, shifting from theatrical anger to true, disoriented shock. The laughter died. She leaned back, sputtering, "What are you talking about? Of course we're—" But I didn't let her finish. I stood up, adjusting my tie. "Enjoy your weekend away, Clara. I'll see you—" Never. Then I simply walked away, leaving the chaos, the murmurs, and her stunned, crimson face behind me. 2 months ago, I had found it. Not a lipstick stain, not a message, something far colder. A file on her hidden laptop, a single, perfectly legal document. An annulment decree from 5 years ago, filed and signed during a period when we had supposedly reconciled after a minor breakup. It was signed by both of us, but I never signed it. She had forged my name. We hadn't been married for 5 years, not legally, not in the eyes of the law, the bank, or the deed to my house. The realization didn't bring tears, it brought strategy. She had kept the charade for the money, for the stability, for the appearance. I played along. I kissed her. I told her I loved her. Every interaction became an act, a meticulously rehearsed scene. I watched her closely, searching her eyes for the lie, but she was a masterful performer. The controlled rage I felt was buried deep, fueling the investigation. I didn't need to check her phone. I didn't need a private investigator. She gave me all the information I needed in her careless arrogance. She told me she was going away for the weekend. I knew exactly where she would be. With him. I waited until I knew she was gone, truly gone. Then the operation began. The locksmith was fast and discreet. Every tumbler changed. The deed to the house, which she assumed was jointly owned, was only in my name. The annulment ensured that. I was legally entitled to dispose of her property, not out of spite, but out of necessity. It was a cleansing. I carefully boxed up every single item of hers. The clothes, the shoes, the sentimental trash, everything. It was all placed, neatly, professionally, on the center of the front lawn. Her side of the bed was already stripped, the mattress flipped. The air felt cleaner, sterile. I sat in the silent house, waiting for the predictable, panicked call that never came. She was too busy being free. When the cab pulled up 3 days later and she stumbled out, suitcase in hand, she barely noticed the mountain of her belongings. She just went straight for the door. Her key went in. It didn't turn. She tried again, her composure fracturing. Then she saw the boxes. She turned, her eyes wide, scanning the windows, desperate for an explanation. Old Mr. Harrison from across the street was watering his garden. He gave her a long, slow look, shaking his head. "He told me to tell you," the old man called out, his voice carrying in the quiet Sunday morning that he had the marriage annulled 5 years ago. He said he simply reclaimed his property. I watched from the upstairs window, a ghost in my own house. Her face was a masterpiece of shattered entitlement, the sudden, sharp understanding of total legal powerlessness. She sank onto the curb, surrounded by the remnants of a life she stole. There were no tears in her eyes, only the chilling realization that she had been living a lie for half a decade, and I knew it all along. The controlled rage was gone now. Only perfect, cold equilibrium remained. I didn't feel victorious, I just felt clean. The door was locked, and I was finally home.